The meaning of the word void is zero. Emptiness, null. A place where absolutely nothing exists. A realm where complete emptiness, darkness, and soullessness dwells. And in Minecraft, a place that you probably won't exit alive. The void has been a mystery that has surrounded the game since release. An unexplored marvel like an ocean of sorts, watching, hoping, and waiting for man to discover. Full of opportunity to unfold. So players from all around have wondered, theorizing if anything at all has ever existed here. Of what once was a dominant force in the pixelated realm. So what the heck could it be? A land of the unknown made obsolete, dominated by the shadows of space. An unseen presence covering the empty planet multiple times bigger than Earth itself, or even a consuming force, a simulation only one sentient, all-powerful being in the whole universe can erase. The pure existence of the void could be anything, everything, or nothing. So what could possibly be inside? Well, I'm waiting on you. Let's go and find out. But first, what even is the void? The void is a black abyss spanning the whole Minecraft world. It exists below everything, acting as a border to the Minecraft realm. You can't enter the void, since if you go too far down, you'll either fall forever, or you'll just take damage until you escape or don't make it out. Also, there's a layer of bedrock separating the above from the below, making the void impossible to enter without using glitches or going to the end. And it also goes below the build limit, restricting your ability to place blocks. Then why am I making this video? The thing is, players from all over have tried to explore the void, from using game-breaking exploits to risking years of hard work. The void has piqued the interest of so many around the world. For example, when Venom and Spuds discovered how high into the sky or how low into the darkness you can go, but to no avail, because obviously it's literally just empty space, right? What if it wasn't? What if there was once something inside the Minecraft void? One popular explanation for the existence of the void is that it's just space. That's it, nothing else. I can honestly end the whole video right here. A lot of players believe that Minecraft is a planet-like object floating in space, and the void is just space inside or underneath. So when you fall in, you die due to lack of oxygen, just like in outer space. But there's one clear problem with this theory and others like it, and it's all about the stars. Among other things, the void doesn't behave like actual space. It lacks basic stuff like visible stars, any sort of consistent skybox. But we still show the sun and moon under very specific conditions. So let me tell you something better. The void is actually a black hole. In 2013, a username Mocker2007 uploaded to the Minecraft forum about how the Minecraft planet is controlled by a black hole inside. According to the forum, the Minecraft planet would have a mass equal to 28 billion Earths, and therefore be at least 18 times denser than Earth to keep you grounded. If this, along with measurements like radius, volume, and surface area were even hypothetically true, Minecraft itself would be approximately 1/3 the mass of Sagittarius A, a supermassive black hole in the middle of our Milky Way, and probably among one of the biggest we've ever discovered. So when you fall into the void, you're not just falling into space, you're being swallowed into a black hole with a gravitational pull to control nearly an entire galaxy. No wonder the sun literally orbits it. And to be honest, this theory is way more sound. It's backed by real estimation and calculation, and it just sounds really cool. The only real issues with this theory are things like jumping or flying around with Elytra, but that might just mean the Minecraft world is located in the outer edges of the black hole's gravity, like a firmly placed piece of intergalactic matter, far from the singularity that we know as the void. Genuinely wild, but Minecraft physics were never normal in the first place. Another common belief about the void is that it's a mysterious grey area, a kind of limbo between Minecraft's 3 dimensions, the end, the overworld, and the nether, in that exact order, from top to bottom. And the void takes place above and below every dimension, with empty space, being known as the sky and the darkness. One doesn't hurt you, and the other really does. So yeah, I'll break it down. First of all, the nether was originally called the hell theme of Minecraft, named for religious reasons to the word nether, which literally means underneath. So the context of hell and the nether both involve the underworld. Therefore, most players picture the nether as sitting underneath the other 2 dimensions. Then there's the end, the final destination where you go to beat the game, taking form as a myriad of islands, ranging in different sizes and holding different content, like the main island standing alone in the center of the end, 1,000 blocks away from any other, which holds the Ender Dragon, a creature you need to kill in order to beat the game. The end is surrounded by a purple box representing space, and it's technically not outer space. It's still seen as some sort of higher plane of existence, and therefore above the other 2 dimensions. After that is the overworld, and between the two. This resides in the middle of the nether and the end, acting as an Earth-like world most suitable for life. Now, these three dimensions are often depicted as one above the other by nearly the entire Minecraft community. They all access each other through portals
and all have a vast stretch of emptiness above and below.
So it's believed that dimensions are connected by this liminal zone, like a transition or portal, a link of its own that we don't yet know how to cross. Basically, the void could be a hidden link, a kind of ancient or forgotten passage between worlds we haven't figured out how to navigate yet. Now, we know we can't cross these portals, but why does the void specifically hurt us if we try? In my opinion, it could be due to lack of air, as mentioned before, but that means it should happen in the sky as well, because air gets thinner the higher you rise. Poisonous gas, which could be a void fog that may or may not still exist, I really don't know. Or it could be due to us already having a way through each dimension, and traveling through the void could be the laws of nature itself telling us that we're doing too much, saying that this just isn't meant to happen. I don't know, I just like to speculate. But that exact speculation is what might make or break the last theory. The last theory of what's inside the Minecraft void is that it's a consuming force, and Steve himself is the last-ditch effort from the Minecraft world to stop it. It's a theory from Redditor Snoo Tomatoes 9135, and I'm just gonna read it out because by far it's the most interesting one here. So yeah, let's do it. Steve appears out of nowhere because he has no past. He is a replication of a race that once dominated the world, Master Builders. They are a superior species who were born with a subspace within their bodies, as well as a natural gift for construction. Eventually, they ended up coming into contact with portal technology, but just like in our world, technology was what led to their extinction. They discovered the end and the nether, and not just them, but countless other dimensions, like the April Fool's portal update. But this also made them discover the void, a primordial force outside all worlds, as well as time and space that slowly tries to consume them. The end is already in an advanced state of this process, already having its time extremely compromised. It is the nether, although in a better state, had its space corrupted, causing the compasses to go crazy when entering there, without understanding what is happening. The same with clocks in both dimensions. The void corrupted the dimension of the end to an extremely severe degree, to the point that portals stopped working, causing all the inhabitants to live there to become trapped. They tried to fix this, creating a portal powerful enough to return to the overworld. For this, they studied the coarse fruits. They modified their own bodies when consuming them in order to create more powerful portals. But the corruption in them was very great. And at that point where they acquired the ability to move between dimensions, they no longer had a mind, just empty shells with extinct remnants. On the other side of the overworld, the inhabitants who lost contact with the end had the void reach their overworld. It became more active, passing its influence through bedrock and consuming the reality of the Minecraft world, changing the laws of physics there. The Master Builders then slowly began to change. Those whose bodies rejected the new laws died, and those who survived over time became inferior, no longer having access to their huge subspaces, so physically weak that they could barely even hurt anyone. They became villagers. Those in the nether probably suffered the darkest fate, being deformed through generations into hoglins and piglins. As countless years passed during this process, gravity was gone from most objects due to the corrosion of reality itself. Countless animals began to deform into grotesque creatures, known today as monsters. However, the world could not see this all happening and wait for its death. It chose to react, and thus created Steve. Taking advantage of the erosion of reality, he created a demigod with infinite potential who could possibly end the problem with the void, who had taken physical form in the end as a literal dragon. They based themselves on the ancient race of the Master Builders and made it superior. A monstrous regeneration that can heal the body as long as it's not killed. A super physical strength that allows you to break trees and rocks with your bare fist. A supernatural reach that allows attack and build from meters away. And most importantly, a natural gift for knowledge, possessing a construction capability that surpasses what any master builder could ever do. And so Steve was born. He killed, he built, he did extremely questionable things, but he finally defeated the dragon of the end. He absorbed the experience that came from it and reached a new level of existence, surpassing the world itself, which is shown in the dialogue between the countless voices that in this case represents the will of the world. So we might have had it wrong this whole time. The void was our true enemy, and Steve was the real hero all along. So that's it. That's the void. It could hold the possibilities of the infinite or just outer darkness. See, the void is already vast and cosmic, taken from as an immeasurable being that will literally take tens of thousands of years to fall through, like drifting through a consuming force or falling through layered dimensions. But at the same time, it takes place as some sort of vacuum, like an infinite space or black hole that we've now somehow already learned to accept. I know the void isn't something that's covered that often, but it's truly more than just a cool game mechanic. It's not even something that could be talked about in one YouTube video, but it could be something way deep. Literally the rawest form of Minecraft itself, where our ideas as players completely break down and everything itself begins or ends. And maybe that's the point. That exact mystery is what keeps our thoughts and wonders at bay of what this presence could be. Keep asking what could be inside. The presence of the void might not be one definitive answer. It might not even be something we can understand, let alone explain. The difference between what we know and don't know, what we can and can't prove. And that lack of knowledge, that tension, that curiosity is what keeps us connected to something way bigger. And that is exactly what makes Minecraft worthwhile.
Kick your feet in the air like a windmill. All I see is legs and your 6-inch heels by my windshield. Every girl know your shoe game a problem. They ain't gotta read them when they see the red bottoms. You got them. Look at all the attitudes. Excuse me, Mrs. Attitude. What's up with your attitude? Now I don't mean to be rude, but if you ain't on your period, don't be a douche. Oops, look at them looking like they know me. Every rapper coming at me remind me of Bon Jovi. Oh, whoa, you halfway there. Oh, whoa, living on a prayer. They want the throne, but I ain't giving up the chair. So many clones, is the real me here? 30 niggas stood up like, yeah, we here. See there? That's what I'm talking about. Talk about.